Welcome back. So we were looking at the theory. We're looking at the theory of being one, and we're looking at religion. I had to take a little water break. We're looking at religion. So we said religion creates inequality. And this is even evident in Kenya. We have churches that have got, that make a lot of money, turnover, and yet the congregation is poor. Some are rich, some are poor. This is not equality. Religion also leads to injustice, it leads to war. We have people who fight for to be elected in the board of elders or even pastors. Scarcity and classism. It says, religion says there are few people who hear from God, and everyone else has to sit their feet to listen. When we contrast this with truth, it's very different. Truth creates equality. In short, it is what Jesus said. If somebody goes into church and they are poor, they will sit at the front. They will not be discriminated at. In Kenya, we have the rich, the powerful. When they go into church, religion, they are given a very high seat at the front. They sit because they are powerful and rich. Injustice. Some of the injustice in Kenya is perpetuated by the church. Scarcity and poverty. Teaching that you must give to receive. So that is the contrast between that. These are some of the, things that are evident or examples of what is going on in religion in Kenya. That's why we say it is an idea. And this idea was brought by the colonialists, by the imperialists, to do what? To put a spell on the people of the land. So that they can do what? Okay. Truth says Truth says the kingdom of God is not outside, it is inside. It is inside, it is not outside. Sometimes I wonder why we cannot see this. That Abraham was not religious. Can't say he was a Christian, and yet he's called the father of faith. David was not a Christian. Jesus was not a Christian. But he was pointing us to the truth. Religion created something, a God in this. So the religion says this one is the only son of God. This one. It's not equity. It's not justice. It is one man is a son of God. And if I ask you, are you a son of God? You will say, yes, but you don't think you are like Christ. If you ask a Christian, are you Christ? They will say, no, Christ is this one. But you, who is a Christian, is not light and salt. So that is the difference between religion and truth. Truth says equity. Everyone is a son and daughter of God. It says you are all the light and salt of the earth, of the land. Religion says only this one is the one that you need to go to on Sunday to pray so that he hears your prayer. Religion says all this. The truth is different. Truth says all of us are participating in creation. All are participating in creation. Everyone is participating in creation. Why do I say this? Or what does the theory say this? Because everyone is breathing. And we say the evidence of this theory is you. Every one of us is breathing. And who gives breath? It is coming from God. So as long as you are breathing, as long as you have life, you are a child of God. As long as you are breathing in and out, you are a child of God. The minute you stop breathing, you will be dead. Truth, or the theory of one, says there is no race, there is no religion. Everyone is welcome to participate. There is no race, there is no religion, there is no classism. Everyone is equal. in the eyes of God. That is truth. And it is not you breathing, it is God breathing in you. God, or one, everything is moving in and out from God. So that is the theory of being one. Okay? So in closing, I just want to, break down. We are living in very, other people see it as a very sad time for humanity. But this theory says this is a wonderful time for humanity because everything is coming towards the truth. Every idea is coming towards the truth. Everything is coming to one. Okay? Ideas of religion, ideas of capitalism, ideas of war, ideas of human sacrifice, of death, they are all coming back to one. So how should we respond? The response from the theory of one, being one, says, our response in every day through what we are going through is to have gratitude. We should be grateful to be alive. Grateful that you're breathing. Because it's not you breathing, it is God bringing life into you. Be grateful. Have gratitude. In every moment, when you wake up, when you go back to sleep, have gratitude. Another evidence of this theory is actually sleep and waking up. Because it says everything is a cycle. Starts, goes around, and comes back. Another response is that you should serve. Find an opportunity of serving a human being. Because you are not serving a human being, you are just serving God. You're not serving a human being, you're serving God. Because that human being who's alive is breathing and is sustained by his life, or her life is being sustained by God. They may not know that, but still they are participating and God is in them. Because the body is the temple of the Lord, or temple of God. Okay? The body is the temple of God. Leave alone the church. It's the body that is the temple of God. So when you serve somebody else, you are serving God. So you serve with gratitude. Our response is we should serve with gratitude. Another response is kindness. Being kind to ourselves. That is the response we should have. We should be kind to ourselves. Why should we be kind to ourselves? Because the theory says there are no mistakes. I know some of these ideas, or what I'm saying, might be a little hard to digest, but the truth is there is no mistake. Everything is happening as it should, okay? That's what the theory says. And I remember mentioning in our previous class, when Jesus was with Pilate, just about to be lynched, Jesus told him, I will tell you the truth. Ask yourself, what is this truth? Because at the end, Pilate allowed him to be crucified, sent him back to the people. Because Jesus must have told him everything is happening as it should. Judas had to betray Jesus because that is how it had to happen. That's why Jesus said, go ahead and do what you want to do. Everything is happening as it should. There are no mistakes. I want to challenge the idea of hell, because hell, there is no place like hell. According to this theory, God only created, even in the good book it says heaven and earth. If God created hell, it would have been in Genesis, in your book, when you read it. It says God created hell. That is my basic reasoning, by the way. You don't have to believe me, but that's my reasoning. That's how I'm reasoning. Another response should be to be still. Learn to be still and to be quiet. Being still, being quiet. Being quiet is a response that acknowledges that you are never alone. As you're breathing in and you're breathing out, you always have the One, the Almighty One, breathing life into you and always around you. The last thing is, remember to be small. Don't compare yourself with other great people. See other people who are great, you think they have achieved. Do not compare yourself with them. Why? Because when you are small, when you become small,